Hello Cancer, here's a reading for you for the time when the Sun is in the sign of Aquarius, which has already begun on the 21st of January, I think. So it's already in progress. It will last until the 18th of February 2018. But as I always say, whenever you see it, it's probably the best time for you to see it. This is the reading for the Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. As you can see, the cards are already spread out because I was doing the reading in my native language first, so I know what's going on. And let's begin. As you, we have Ace of Swords. This is a very decisive energy, the energy that divides the light from the darkness. This is decision, triumph, also seeing things clearly, the clarity of thinking, a brilliant new idea, many beautiful things connected with this card. The new beginning in your mind, generally. So this is your energy. This is you right now. And what is your present is Three of Pentacles. So it seems for me that you're ready to use this brilliant mind, brilliant thought in order to work on something perhaps bigger than you, perhaps working with someone. But it's concentrated, this card is concentrated on creating goods. But as much as you're focused and centered on this work, I think something happens that really makes you think about other things, makes you unfocus, because as the obstacle or as incoming energy, that may alter the present is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, it's a fresh, a little bit childlike, innocent energy. And the energy of someone learning about the emotions, about the feelings. But somehow in this environment, when I see it, I think it really surprises you. Something really surprises you, and you're not so sure of what you're gonna do with it. So I think you may feel a little bit lost with this energy, because this fish wasn't expected, and it's nice, etc., etc. But you didn't really plan it. Just something happens out of the blue. As a root energy, as a base, you have the Justice. So I think this sword, especially with the background energy of Queen of Swords that's at the bottom of the deck, I think you're really ready to make this justice come true, or you're really ready that the world will finally be just for you, that those scales will be in balance. You're ready to tell the truth, you're ready to act truthfully with the sword. This is a repetition of the hand with a sword. So the energy is supporting you. This energy is supporting you in your pursuit of truth, of justness, of justice. But what I feel is that perhaps this justice that is in your subconscious mind, this is something that you grow on. Perhaps it didn't happen, or it didn't happen the way you expected it. Because in the future we have the moon. And this moon, I feel, is the answer to these two cards that I have here. The Knight of Cups in the past and the Queen of Cups in your head. It can be a goal, it can be something you want, it can be something in your head, the main mind frame. So in the past you offered someone something about your emotions, your cup, your heart, or this can be someone offering you this. And I think what you are expecting is the Queen of Cups, which is just bathing in the beauty of the open heart, in the beauty of intimacy, in the beauty of eternal, unconditional love. And I think it was very much on your mind, so much that it even clouded this focused energy of Three of Pentacles. Or perhaps you were expecting lovable cooperation between you and someone. But instead of this, what happened is this murky, totally unclear energy of the moon. Like you suddenly don't know where you are. You suddenly don't really see the answer. You don't see where you are. You don't feel the ground under your feet, or perhaps you only feel it, but you don't see anything. I think this is quite unexpected, that you find yourself in the darkness instead of lightness, and this is definitely not the answer to the offer. Not the answer you expected. That's why perhaps your environment brings you some suffering. 3 of Swords. This can be the recognition that, oops, something went wrong here. It's not what it's supposed to be. Hello, what's going on here? And hence 3 of Swords. And 3 of Swords, okay, it's usually a painful recognition, a painful thought. But it's also asking you to take care of this, to address the issue, to look at it closely and to do something with it. And I feel you have the energy to do it. Because 3 of Swords is painful in the long term only if we refuse to take care of it. If we don't, we remove the swords and we are able to heal. And this is the power of the mind. That's why 3 of Swords isn't such a bad card as people say. Its reputation is unjustified, I think. But the very picture is, gloomy and painful. But it doesn't have to be this way. If it is this way, it's because you let it be this way. If you look at this closely, you don't see blood here. It's like this. This heart is just, it's not a real heart. It's just a representation of the heart. And if you stay in this energy, you do it to yourself in a way. So you need to address the issue, and I think you recognize this. You recognize what's going on here. You recognize that the answer you were expecting isn't coming, and probably it won't come, and that's why you need to do something about it. That's why in your hopes and fears you have the Emperor, and the Emperor is someone bringing structure. It's a totally different energy than the Moon, because he's always clear about his actions. And he's taking actions, and he's very responsible. And I think not covert. But it's quite different from the Queen of Cups, which was your need, your desire. It's quite different, but perhaps this is the way you need to act. With the decisive energy, with responsible action. Perhaps this is also a hope that someone will do it for you, but I don't feel it this way. I don't think someone will do it for you. You have to decide. You need to become the emperor of your own life and make decisions, because the final card, the culmination or the outcome or the vista or the advice, is the Lovers, the decision. You need to make a decision, and it's always about you and others, the Lovers. Where do you end and where the other begin? And didn't you perhaps blur the boundary between you two? Is it really what you want? Wait for this moon to stop eclipsing the light? You need to make a decision here. That's what this card is saying. At first, I wasn't sure, because the Lovers also has other meanings like love and romance and being together with another one, with a partner of some kind. But that's why I took 2 more cards, and it's definitely about making decision and making plans, what to do next, how to act, because we have 2 of Rods here. So you're standing on a bifurcation of the road, on a crossroads, and you need to decide which way to go. You know your goal, and now you need to make an assessment which one is the one you want to choose. And I feel you need to do it because this is the 3rd card, the Devil, having in mind that perhaps you are trapped in a way, trapped in a trap of consequence. This is the trap we very often fall into. When we invest our energy, our love, our thoughts, whatever, our resources into something, we tend to stay in this even if it doesn't work anymore. But we want to be consequent, we don't want to lose what we've invested, and that's why we don't give up, we don't recede. We stay in the energy that is no longer functioning, that is no longer making life good for us. So while making a decision, have this in mind that you may be, bonded with something, you may be restricted by some kind of thinking, some kind of consequence. But you don't need to stay in this trap. You can always leave. And usually the sooner you leave, the better for you. So have this in mind. This is an advice for you in this situation. Don't wait for too long, because it doesn't seem that this moon will be brightened by something or someone. You need to make your situation bright, and you have every tool to make it, because Ace of Swords is the very tool that divides the lightness from the darkness. You are able to do it. You have justice on your side. You have Queen of Swords as a background energy supporting you. So you have everything you need to do in order to make yourself free from this situation, which may be not very convenient for you because you're not able to work on your goal, on your opus because of this. So, dear Cancer, I wish you decisiveness. I wish you clear vision and real clarity in assessing what you should do, and I think you will have it. Thank you for your time. I wish you a beautiful month. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please send me a thumb up. You can subscribe to my channel. You don't need to push the bell button, because I think we have already too many distractions in life. So do it only if you really, really want to. And if you subscribe, you can always find me on the left-hand side of the screen in the menu. Whenever you need me, just visit my channel. Thank you again for your time, and I wish you a beautiful month. Bye-bye.